So YouTube viewers, I decided to show you guys my 90s cars. I don't have very many, and since it's gonna be a small video, I figured I'd show y'all. Some of them I did already show you guys because they were in my previous videos. I'm just currently organizing everything because that last video I got so many cars that I had to reorganize stuff. So yeah, some of you have for sure seen them. If you guys have been watching my other videos, you will see them. I don't care if you guys like the videos. Watching it enough is enough for me, to be honest. I could care less about subscribers because my channel is mostly an archive for me to remember. And if somebody asks if they're looking for something, I can probably help them find it. I do a lot of trading, so it kind of helps me keep in touch with what I have and what I like. If they ask for like a scheme, I'm like, oh, I know, I think I had that car, and then I can go back to my video and see. Other than taking pictures, and organizing them, that's what I do. And the reason I'm going somewhat fast on these is because I have showed you guys these cars before. So the ones I haven't, I will, talk about it and slow down a bit. These are the Target, the hot ones. They came out recently. You may be lucky and still be able to find these. I don't know. I might need to get a new one because that card is kind of messing up. Now, this is my favorite 90s car. I think this came out the year I was born, if I remember. Either way, it was a 90s car. The Jaguar XJ220 is one of my favorite Jaguars. I had so many color variations of this, and you are going to see a lot because I also collect them loose. I'm getting 2 of each one of the XJ220s, even with these. I don't know what you call these rims, but I just call them the Batman rims. Somebody told me that. I'm like, that's funny. I'm going to just start saying the Batman logo rims. I have so many variations of that. And I have some coming. A guy I trade with, he found me one of those, what was it called? They're Hot Wheels. It was like before premiums and stuff, but it had the CM6s and on those diecasts, and I think they were only $5 at the time. The Straight B series. And I think there is different variations of this one. There's like a tiger or there's like a leopard or something on there. I guess, before Silver Series, they had animal or stuff like that on the cards. Look at that cool. I mean, this is iconic silver. I think it premiered when they first showed it. Sadly, it didn't live up to its name, and I think they didn't even use the motor that was supposed to have in it. I think they put a V6 in the XJ220 when they released it for the peoples. Only some of them had the other motor that everyone wanted, and it didn't really live up to the hype because Jaguar did it. If they stuck to their guns, I'm pretty sure it still would have been a very popular car. It still is. It's a historical car, so this is a Pro Driver series. It's got a cool pearlescent color scheme. Sadly, I don't have the Super Treasure Hunt version of the XJ220. There is one I've seen for sale, but it's like in those old school packs. So I was like, I don't need all of them. I just need one. And I think the Treasure Hunt is in this greenish color. Not a British green. It's just like a racing green, but it's still cool. And my XJ220, I don't know. I played a lot of racing games as a kid, and I think the game was called Top Gear. I don't know if it was based off the show from the UK, but there was a white car in there. I don't know if it was an XJ220, but it looked like an XJ220, and that's the reason why it was just memorable to me. This and the McLaren F1 are just my memorable cars as a kid because they were in a lot of video games. I mean, even now you can still find them in Forza or Gran Turismo, but for me, it was just the generation as a kid. I would just see it everywhere. Because I think at the time they were barely making the car and it was being well known. This is probably one of the coolest ones in my opinion. Not my favorite, but it is cool. It has the Jaguar silhouette on there with the gold and black rims, or the gold rims and black body. Here we got one of the newer. Look at that cool British. It's got a gasoline green, not really British green, but number 17. It says Jag on the front there. I will need to find loose versions of this And to be honest, they're kind of hard to find. I'm not gonna lie. Here's a Subaru. What's it called? SVX. I thought the Subarus were pretty cool as well. That cool window was really sweet. I also have the Ryu Asada. Asada? I don't know how you say it. Ryu Asada. I think he was a designer at Hot Wheels before he passed away. I think he had some kind of sickness. But that's his Ryu Asada. Because I think he had one when he was working for Mattel. And I think even the license plate. Yeah, well, see if you can see. It says Asada on the back. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, to keep that. I don't think it's like a collection thing. Oh, my buddy gave me this. Not really into NSXs. Yeah, no. But he gave me this. This might have been the first car he gave me when I first started trading with him. This is how we met. He gave me a Zamac NSX. And he's more of the 90s guy than I am. He's all about JDMs and Skylines. But I would have traded this a long time ago. But since he gave it to me, it kind of means a lot. So I ended up keeping it. And I probably will end up keeping it the rest of my life. Here's the other, one of my favorite McLarens, McLaren F1 GTR. And I do know this for a fact. This was the year I was born. 1994 is when they released this car. And man, I felt when I got older, like I said, playing the video games on the Super Nintendo, I just fell in love with that. Same for PS1. On the Civic. Pretty cool. Never knew they made these before. These are probably a little bit more pricey now if I was to buy them because these are all trades pretty much. I've had these for a long time and some of them you probably have seen recently. You guys know I do a lot of trading more than buying. It's very rare when I actually buy a Hot Wheels off other vendors or people that deal with it. BMW A50i. One of my favorite Beamers. It's got the pop-ups headlights. These are kind of starting to become rare too. If you were to get one in real life, good luck finding one for a decent price. Another McLaren F1, just different color. It's got this cool cyan color. Number 3. Porsche color shifter. I don't really collect, like I said, 90s cars, but I've never seen this before. I thought it was pretty interesting and decided to snag it. And if anything, I can always trade it. I'm sure, there's a lot of people that love Porsches and, can always get a lot of good stuff with trades. Let me put this over here because it is a little bit bigger. Oh, well, I should say this box here is not just 90s. It's more of 90s and present. So I think this is a basic treasure hunt. Yeah, you can see the text there. I really like the color. Out of all the recolors of this Nissan Leaf. The Nismo RCO2. It's got a bright, like a dew green or like a neon green, like a highlighter colored. Let me put this over here since it's a Hot Wheels. McLaren F40. I have a lot of these, but I'm not selling them. I'm trading them because these are pretty hot right now. People always take these. Yeah, no, I'm sorry for doing that. If you want one, just let me know. I don't mind giving you. If you guys want to trade, by all means, tell me what you got. Don't worry about having to buy anything because I will never ask for money. To me, like, why would I ask for money when I'm gonna just buy more Hot Wheels? I'm not really gaining anything like that. That's why I like to trade more than anything. I even have the other version, the older one, the F50. Probably my favorite so far out of this body style. Oh, another BMW A50i. It's got this cool late 80s, early 90s, the little triangle stuff scheme. And I think I have both variants. I don't know because this one has like rubber tires. I don't know. Well, it's not rubber. It might be just a 2-piece tires. I think I have both variants. If not, I probably just forget to get it. Oh, here's a Ferrari 5355. It's got this cool racing livery on it, number 7. These I've had for a while. The cards are all bending and everything too. One of my favorite cars from this era, 2006 Chrysler 300 C Hemi. You can see there. I fell in love with this car with a game. I mean, you guys know Midnight Club, the dub edition. With that era of all these cars and stuff was like pretty cool in my opinion, and I did use a Chrysler quite a bit in that game. So that is a sedan I do like. Same for the Impala SS. Well, here's the 92 Mazda AutoZam. I like these little cute little cars. I think they're mid-engine too. And I think I have every single color. Let me see. Oh yeah, speaking of, here's the blue variant. And then the red. These are peg warmers, and I'm surprised they are. I thought people would have been going crazy for those, to be honest. I wonder why no one really wants to buy those AutoZams. I thought they were so popular, especially for JDM people, you know. Other neon speeders. I love Preludes. They are releasing the new Prelude, and to be honest, it's really ugly. I really wish they would have just kept this 4th gen and 5th gen design. I love the 5th gen taillights, but the 4th gen front ends, I'm not a fan of these headlights on these 5th gens. The 4th gen headlights I think look better, and the interior is cool. If you didn't know, I think on the 4th gen, the dash wraps around the whole front of the car, and pretty much, in my opinion, they should have kept the 4th gen front end and kept this 5th gen rear end for this Prelude. I wonder if someone in real life did that in real life. I would like to see that. I don't know if it's a thing. I know someone converted one of these to rear wheel drive, but I will always have a special heart for Preludes. I actually own a 3rd gen. 3rd gen Preludes are my favorite. I have a 89 SI manual too, by the way, and it has 4-wheel steering. If you didn't know, those Honda Preludes had 4-wheel steering. One of my favorite motorcycles. When they released this, I had to get it. One of my favorite bikes. And they even did the iconic. I was going to buy one of these in real life, but I ended up getting a Buell XB12 SS, the big boy. The 1000cc bike. Sadly, that one got burnt with my MR2 and Fiero. We had a wildfire a couple years ago, and it sucks because I just got that bike too, and it just burned up over a pretty popular Nissan 06, the Nissan Z. It's got the CM6s, I think, rims from the Acceleration series, which is kind of cool. I didn't know. Most of the time in this era of Hot Wheels, these Nissans will have these CM6 rims. So if you're looking for donors or rims like this, maybe go to a flea market. If they have a dump bin, look for these. And if it's already messed up, just save the rims, keep them for your Accelerator. It does have a cool blue and orange, like a Teku style color scheme. Here's a somewhat recent McLaren F1. It looks like a sin singing without a spoiler. But these are peg warmers. I do collect them like in my bin and my storage, so it might be if later somebody wants one and I can always trade it with them. But I think this is the only color variant I have for that newer. It's not newer, but one of my favorite Nissans, or Mitsubishi's, my bad. The Eclipse concept car. I should put this with my concept cars, but it really doesn't look any different from the actual release one. I've always liked these Eclipses, the wide body. Sadly, I don't think they were rear-wheel drive. I think they were all front-wheel drive. But I've always liked this bubbly, wide body look that they had. I've seen cool customs that people actually done before too. It's amazing. We have these McDonald's. The Lotus Elise. Since I love Lotuses, got a green. I think I have another one. I think it's a Lambo. Oh yeah, well, Lamborghini Diablo. It's purple. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm not gonna take it out. It's still in the baggie, Oh, I do have some 5-packs. To be honest, I may open these. It's got a Porsche. It's got a Viper, a Cherry Blossom Datsun, and the Ford Escort. And of course the Corvette. I'm not really a fan of those Corvettes, but you know what? Let's open this. If you want to see the back part, the night burners. There's a color scheme there. You guys can pause it. But let's open this. I don't plan on keeping these, and To be honest, I mostly got it for the Datsun. I think this is an older 5-pack. Just take one at a time. It's pretty cool bronze copper. I probably will keep that. I do have some bronze copper cars because I am planning on making those. Since I have gold and chrome display, I do plan on making bronze and coppers. Look at that cool Viper. This one I might actually keep as well for my Xbox display. So for $5, I will usually buy them if there's like two, at least some cars I'm going to use, and then donors. And I think this is probably a pretty good 5-pack because there's already 3 picks that I would keep. This is probably my favorite. Not really a fan of these wagons, but if you guys know, I collect cherry blossom liveries. So this will be going in that box. Ford Escort. I do love Escorts, but to be honest, I have way too many, and all the ones I do have are sealed. So this will probably be given away to a buddy of mine. I'm pretty sure he'll appreciate that. Man, that's heavy, by the way. That's really heavy. And of course, my least favorite Corvette. I'm sorry, guys, but I think what kills it for me is this blower motor. I don't know why it looks like a sin to me with that blower motor. I usually do trade loose ones as well, but it's kind of hard finding people that like to trade loose cars. So that's why I usually just give them away to buddies who do customs, because I know they will actually use a shell and, you know, they'll cut the roof with a saw, like make a T-top style. Or, I mean, they know what they're doing compared to me, because I'm barely starting. Let's put this over here. Have another 5-pack here. The newer MBX Japan Cruisers. Got like a Lexus, was it RX-8, the 350Z. This is the Subaru, the blue, and then the AutoZam in white. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, sorry for getting the camera so close, but I have a lot of stuff to organize right now. And of course I have these. Honda Civic white, this police car, Infinity. The glorious orange rally Datsun, and then the Nissan pickup. And that's about it, guys. Yeah, it's a short video. I decided to make like a little video since my wife isn't here and my mom were out shopping, and I'm pretty home alone right now, so I figured, why not? Oh, and well, I did get lucky. Found another for the P case, Mazda RX-3. Sadly, there's still more to go. But, well, from the P case, I didn't really want much. This is definitely one recolor I was waiting for. So, I think I'm actually maybe done with P case. Because my main highlight was in my last video. The El Segundo Rally was the one I wanted the most. And just recolors. And I think I'm done with P case, to be honest. But, let's get the highlights in here. I appreciate you guys watching this little 18-minute video about. But, thanks, guys. See you guys later.